try to keep me down, but I'll put the flame out. You can't get to me. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones. You won't ache my soul, you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, go fire away, away. But I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. I'm a heavyweight. Push me down to the ground. What goes around comes around. You won't put the flame out. You can't get to me. Say what you wanna say. Go take it all away. But I'm here to stay. No, you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, go fire away, away. But I'm a heavyweight.
good evening, Firebirds. Welcome back to another Thursday night Overwatch. Carthage Firebirds against Concordia, University, Nebraska Bulldogs. We got a doubleheader tonight. First game against Concordia. Later on tonight at 8:30, we are playing Firebird Red. Going to be an awesome doubleheader for us. If Firebirds win both games tonight, we are in the playoffs. So we are ready for that. I'm the Bearded Man as always, and on a special Red and Ready Giving Day, we brought back one of Carthage's alumni. Thanks for joining me. Introduce yourself to the viewers.
Thanks a lot, Jordan. Like he said, Carthage alumni, class 2020. Name's Matt Trush. It's really cool to be back here. Thanks for having me. It's really exciting to see what Carthage is doing with esports. So I'm really excited to kind of jump on in and watch them, get started and kick off this game here. Really
great to have you. Great to have you, and thanks for coming on such short notice. We have our starting lineups right now, but I unfortunately will be playing on map 1, so replacing me will be the one and only DK. You've seen him before. He is excellent. He is ready to play tonight and a special birthday tomorrow. So hopefully we can celebrate tomorrow with not only making the playoffs, but also DK's birthday. So we were going to take a quick, maybe 90-second break. We're going to switch hosts. I will be going up and getting ready to play. So we will be back after these, quick little message right here.
Awesome. Good luck, Jordan.
Welcome back to the stream, everybody. We're about to get started on map 1 here on Nepal. I'm DK. I'm filling in for Jordan for this first map, and with me I got Matt Trush. And we're going to be your commentators for this first map. So I'm excited to see what happens here. Like Jordan said earlier, we win these 2 games tonight, and we're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. So it's going to be, we're going to be fighting hard tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Super exciting to see what everyone brings to the table here. But yeah, looks like we're getting started out here at Nepal.
All right, and for Carthage, we're going to be starting with Donut, Psychopreds, Nancakes, Lunar Synergy, Sam, and Galahad. This first map here is going to be a contesting point, and it'll be pretty interesting. We do pretty mixed with these maps. We've gotten a lot better with these. Start of the season, it was a little rough for us, but we've really found our groove recently. And for those of you who haven't seen the past couple of matches, it's been almost night and day for us. So
yeah. This will be a really exciting game, especially with all those choke points and the crowd control. It's going to be really exciting to see how each team kind of takes on the offense and the defense to maintain control of that center point there.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Carthage pulls out here. We've practiced a few different comps, and I know we've really improved our flexibility on these maps. So we're just going to wait a few seconds here to see what we're bringing out.
Right.
All right, so on Carthage side, we have Tracer, Winston, Baptiste, Cassidy, Diva, and Mercy.
Absolutely. And for the other side, the Bulldogs, looks like we got a Reinhardt, Baptiste, Zarya, Junkrat, Mercy, and a Torbjorn.
2 different approaches here. It's going to be interesting. And it looks like Donut's going to switch to Symmetra here. That's probably going to be for that early teleport to get Carthage out ahead.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm expecting to see.
It'll be interesting to see how the Torbjorn uses those turrets to get maybe an advantage.
All right, and Carthage is moving in here. Let's see what Donut does. And he switches back to Tracer. All right, so this first capture here is going to be crucial for us because once you get this point, it's crucial that you can hold it because you get a little bit high ground too. Looks like Torbjorn's going to set up top early on. NECC's going to pop that immortality field. See who gets the first pick. That turret goes down.
Yep.
Carthage is on point, ready for this team. Concordia is going to have to push up here if they want to contest this point.
Reinhardt putting in a charge there, it looks like, putting up a shield, doing some ground control. Oh, then he goes
Sam
down.
gets demeched and we lose our Mercy, but both of Concordia's tanks are down. No immortality, and Mercy goes down as well.
Looks like Carthage does have the point at the moment.
Lunar Synergy getting those kills. This
Nice.
is very, very nice on Carthage's side here.
Absolutely. Mercy
NECC
coming
just
in.
making sure she can top off our DPS here. Now Concordia's going to have to be careful here just because Carthage got a lot of ult charge. We have about 2 ults here that we're going to have at our disposal, and it looks like Concordia is going to be about even.
Reinhardt coming in again with the body blocking there.
And NECC's pops the Matrix. It looks like Torbjorn goes down for Concordia. Sam unfortunately gets demeched and goes down. But once again, we are absolutely putting in the work here.
Cassidy in with the ult.
I think that was more of a defensive play there, trying to keep Concordia on their toes and back a little bit, because we're trying to be careful here. Oh, and there goes the Cassidy there. That was an excellent ult by Donut there.
Yeah, 100%.
He was just waiting around the corner. He's like, "You want to come over here? You got to go through me."
No, that mobility is just absolutely awesome. It was a really good use of taking the blind corner there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Donut goes down. And the enemy Zarya pops her ult. Let's see if she can get any value out of that. Oh, and the enemy Reinhardt actually used his shatter there, but it didn't get any value. And Carthage managed to hold that there. We were down at the start of that fight there. And Galahad getting an excellent res there on NECC. That's going to be huge for us.
It's impressive that they keep breaking down their armor and their tanks so fast just to maintain control of that point so that Bulldogs have no way to charge in there.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed is the tanks are usually going down first here.
Yeah, it looks like we did have a switch to Wrecking Ball, so it'll be interesting to see how they use that to maybe try to knock some people off point.
People on both sides going down here, but it looks like Concordia is probably going to get this point here. Carthage is going to do a little bit of stalling, and Donut does get the elimination there on Diva.
Still hanging in that overtime, though. They're really putting up a fight here.
Yep, and we are at 99%, so Carthage is, all they have to do here is just, win one team fight, and we win the first map.
Looks like that point did fall back to Concordia, though, so it looks like Carthage is going to take the time to regroup here and then do one final push to get that point back flipped over.
Yep, and we have 2 ults here. We have a defensive ult for Mercy, and then we also have Bomb from Diva, so let's see what Carthage decides to do here.
All right. Going right for that turret.
Yep, just making sure they can get that out of the play before they dive in here. It looks like they're going to try to go in all at once. Hopefully no one gets picked.
Winston goes in. All right, Diva goes in.
Everyone gets pushed off point. The turret goes down.
That was a
Carthage takes point. Wow.
That was impressive.
That's exactly what they wanted to do there with Bomb. They just wanted to get everyone off of point and create some space. Now, wow. Double Deadeye there. And looks like Carthage is going to take this point here.
Carthage has got it. Looks like that overtime's going to expire.
Barrier activated.
That was an
Awesome.
excellent first map there.
Excellent. Yeah.
Now we got 1-0, so we just need to win one more map here, and then we win the entire map.
Wow. That was exciting. That last final team fight, taking control, they made quick work of it. Excellent work by Carthage over on this side.
I think the two deciding factors there for why we ended up getting that point was really we got the Diva Bomb out and that Deadeye earlier on.
Absolutely.
Excellent plays.
100%.
And you love to see it. And like I said, you only have to win that one team fight, and then
There you go. Yeah, they did their best to try to keep it on that overtime, but it looks like Carthage was just able to outlast them long enough to take that point back over.
yeah. And we're gonna switch it up here. It looks like we're going for more of a brawl. We're gonna have Reaper. Symmetra first.
Yep, absolutely. Going to do the same teleport play.
Yeah, it looks like it. And then we're gonna have why am I blanking here? We got Tracer, Reinhardt, that's what it was, Baptiste, May, Zarya, and Mercy. So taking a little bit more of an aggressive approach here.
And this map too has so many choke points and really just, not a lot of access to that control point. So it'll be really interesting to see, who's got the better coordination when it comes down to breaking in there.
Yep, and it looks like we won the Reaper fight there. So Concordia is down a player. Make that 2.
Wow.
And NECC's already getting the Matrix. That is huge.
Wow.
And Carthage is way up here. They have just absolutely dominated this first point here.
Looks like they already got control of that.
Yep.
All right.
It is crazy how fast NECC's got that ult though. That speaks to how well she's been playing so far today.
Yeah, 100%.
Mercy as well. I mean, Galahad has already, built up that ult, so keeping his teammates alive. And let's see what happens here. Concordia is going to take left side.
Yep, looks like they're charging in, but
Oh, but the Baptiste goes down and May ult comes out, but Reaper is behind and manages to take out Galahad. But Concordia seems to be down here. See if they can get this enemy Reaper here. He's gotten 2 of our players in the backline so far. We have managed to hold on to point though. That's good.
yeah, absolutely. We're just doing so much body blocking that Reinhardt's perfectly positioned right now. Doesn't really look like anything's getting around him at this point.
Nope. And he has Shatter. We have 4 ults here, almost 5. So let's see what they choose to save here.
Dare I say wombo combo? There.
And huge Shatter, but let's see.
Oh man.
A huge ult from the enemy Reaper, but
We had both Reapers going in at the same time, it looks like there.
yeah, both Death Blossoms, and oh my goodness, Donut just absolutely taking out the enemy team.
Wow.
That was insane. I
Yeah,
think he
Carthage
got
holds on to the point once again.
I think he got 4 or 5 kills there. That was
Yeah,
impressive.
that was a good fight. That was really exciting to watch.
Now Concordia's gonna have to be careful here because this is pushing into 1 fight territory. They're gonna have to. If they're gonna make a move, they gotta do it quickly.
Oh yeah, 100%. Looks
And
like
there
they're gearing
goes
up for
the
that last
Zarya
fight.
ult.
Reaper's in, trying to get some damage behind.
Ooh,
Does it really good?
Carthage.
There comes the Reinhardt ult.
Looks like Concordia is gonna go up here. They do have to touch point though, which they do.
Yep, looks like they're taking it right now.
Psychopreds has got to get out of here if he wants to stay alive for this next fight. Unfortunately, he goes down.
Goes
though.
down. Concordia takes the point, and Carthage is regrouping now for that next team fight.
Yep. Once again, though, we're sitting at 99%, and we have a very good ult with May here.
Yep.
So let's see how we decide to use it.
Looks like Reaper's getting really close to that ult as well.
Yep. And on the side of Concordia, they have Baptiste and Moira ults, so both defensive ults here.
Yep.
See what they decide to do. The Matrix does come out, and they decide to sort of back off a little bit just to avoid any of that damage. And it comes out from Carthage as well, but
And they're really keeping them tight in that choke point, though. It's going to be hard to get around that.
yep. An excellent res though on the May. Our healers are putting in work
Yes,
right now.
absolutely.
And a huge shadow
Wow.
from both Reinhardts. Looks like Concordia is up here. Let's see what Carthage does.
And that Mercy is putting in work.
Yep. Now see, in this fight, we managed to get a couple of picks, but Concordia just, they got the upper hand. And
Yeah.
Carthage still has time here for about 2 more fights. So let's see Looks like they're going to go in through the main entrance here, which is smart because Concordia is all on right side right now.
And that capacity too. It looks like they've got some of that long-range poke, which they might need to kind of whittle them down before they
Reinhardt
go in.
goes down. Donut has ult here, so let's see when he decides to use it.
This should be... There he goes.
Oh, and he's zoning them off completely.
That was a really good play.
Carthage is up here, but we gotta be absolutely... Yep, there we go.
Back in overtime. Let's see. Looks like they got it.
Yep,
Wow.
and that is a victory on the first map. Firebirds versus Concordia Bulldogs.
That is a lesson in point control there. You saw Carthage both times come up on the 99%, hold it. They lost it both times. Let's see play the game here.
I think this is the clip that I was thinking about. Let's see what it is. Yep. Donut just absolutely putting in work on this map. There it is. Like I said, both Reapers there using ults, and Donut just absolutely took it. But yeah, that is going to be the first map of the night. Carthage is now up 1-0. We only have to win 2 more maps. And
that'll put us at victory for game number 1.
Yep.
All right, that's exciting.
I'm excited to see it. I'm going to be in this next game. Jordan's going to come back in, and we'll be right back once we get to that point.
Sounds good. Good luck out there, DK.
Thank you.
We are back for round 2. I'm back.
Welcome back, Jordan.
I'm ready to be back. I'm hyped up after that last game. As someone who, so I like to say I'm a Mercy main, but I don't like playing Mercy sometimes. It's just easier to play Mercy. I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, you were putting in work in there, watching everyone go down to critical. You swoop in, take care of them.
It's so chaotic.
Really excited to watch from out here.
Being a support main is so chaotic. It's all, there's so many times where it's like the team rushes in and everybody's got critical health, and it's like, I can only heal one person at a time.
Yeah, you gotta pick and choose those battles. But no, you were putting in the work, making sure everyone was topped off and came in when you needed them. And I think that was really influential in getting you guys the dub on that first round there.
Yeah, definitely. And like there was that last play where we were trapped in that grab, but the original play was I was going to just damage boost Donut using that Death Blossom. And all of a sudden I'm about to push in and we're sucked into the grab, and I see the Reaper come in and I'm like, okay, I'm going to Death Blossom Donut, hoping this works, and then Lunar Synergy getting an amazing stun, stopping that enemy Reaper from just killing half the team. That was the win, the round winning or the map winning play. So it was great plays all around. Now Concordia really caught us off. We were not surprised on how aggressive they'd be in some of those pushes, how tactical their Reaper was. But it was we were able to counter that. We were able to communicate where that Reaper was, and we were able to take care of it right away.
Yeah, 100%. It looked like you guys were you had a really good job of making sure, like, if he snuck behind your team, you were put a quick stop to that, stay on top of it, knocking him right out.
Oh yeah, Lunar Synergy with those as Cassidy is just so deadly.
Oh yeah,
you can't be a Reaper and come into that area.
Yeah, that long range poke is just unmatched.
It's unmatched. But round 2. Or map 2, I should say, of the series. It's a best of 5 series. We are going to Hollywood. Have you ever been to Hollywood?
I actually have never been to Hollywood. Never been to California, actually.
Really?
No, I definitely want to go. But it's not in the cards right now. We'll get
Fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe if we, make it big here, we might go to California and become professional shoutcasters.
Right.
I wouldn't be against that. I would love that.
As Miley Cyrus said, everyone was wearing stilettos.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But Hollywood, hybrid map, meaning each team has to take turns attacking, one team attacking, one team defending. The attacking team has to capture a central point, a payload in a sense, and then escort that payload to the other side of the map, whereas the defending team just needs to make sure don't do that.
Right, absolutely. It's going to be a challenge in making sure people stay on the defense here. It's really all about staying organized, staying synergistic, and stopping that push.
Especially on the first point, being able to take two different types of high ground while focusing on that main point is going to be really key for the defenders. Now, the attackers, the hardest part is getting that initial push. Once they take that high ground right off that arch, that choke point, that arch is going to be very scary for them. But if they're able to take that high ground, hopefully with like a Symmetra teleporter, it's just going to be pure chaos because then they have the high ground.
Yep.
From that space movie that one time. I'm excited. So the Firebirds swapping out a few people. This lineup's going to be Donuts, Psychopreds, Nancakes, DK, Sam, and Westhoff. DK's back. I miss DK. How was he?
He was doing really good. He kept, doing all the casting and making sure I knew what was going on.
I'm sure you did great.
It's my first time doing this, but no, he was awesome. Really calling out the important plays and making sure that all the names are correct and everything.
All the names, yeah.
Yeah.
And Concordia University, Nebraska Bulldogs. I'll just say Bulldogs from now on because that's a
mouthful.
Yeah. Going Logan the Fry, Skelly Wolfie, Echoes Bleach, Ty Wood, Mr. Papa Bear, and Got Jams 334. I'm just gonna say Got Jams because I love that. I think that's awesome. And it looks like, I believe the Firebirds are going to be attacking first, but we're going to see this in a few seconds when we actually load in. But yeah, there it is. The Firebirds are attacking first. The Bulldogs will be defending this initial push, and we'll see how it goes.
Absolutely.
Now, this is going to be interesting. I'm wondering if we're going to see extra rounds go into round 4, round 5, or whatever. If both teams push it to the third point, that's what we're going to see. And sometimes it's just back and forth at that point, and it's just a very long game, and we get exhausted. But that's not going to happen here. Hopefully we see one team. Well, I don't know. I like to shoutcast, so I hope we go into more time.
Yeah, and especially when it gets into overtime, that's when you really see the best team plays and the crazy fights and the best turnovers and things like that. It's going to be really interesting to see, how each team is communicating to make sure that those team fights come out exactly the way they want.
Definitely. And when you have like 60 seconds to attack, you have no time to do it. You have to know exactly what you're doing right off the gate because a lot of that time is taken just from you walking.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you need to have everything down. And we'll address that if we get to that point. But right off the bat, it looks like the Firebirds on attack going Tracer, Winston, Baptiste, Echo, Diva, and Zenyatta. I'm a little bit rusty here for some reason. I had to pause for some of those names.
Definitely an interesting lineup. It doesn't seem like they have that much tank going on over there.
No, I mean, the Winston Psychopreds is very, very scary on Winston, and that's going to be really good having those extra shields. Whereas the Bulldogs going Orisa, Baptiste, Sigma, going double shield there. Junkrat, Moira, and a Torbjorn. That's going to be very interesting to see how we counter it. But we do have that Echo, which is probably going to be really helpful taking care of that. But it looks like the Bulldogs are taking high ground right off the bat. But the Firebirds, they just push forward and dive right on there, forcing them off the high ground.
Wow. Diva looks like she's already out of her suit.
Bulldogs doing a lot of damage to the Firebirds. However, the Bulldogs are on the ground. Now Psychopreds running in with that Baptiste, pocketing him. He is doing a lot of damage, almost getting that Orisa, but the Immortality Field is protecting him.
Absolutely no rest there.
Continue to dive, getting that Junkrat. Unfortunately, we are down to one tank. It is just Psychopreds. Donuts in the backline, taking care of the Torbjorn, doing almost a lot of damage, but not enough. Almost getting that Baptiste. Sam is back in the mech with Diva. Baptiste there. Nancakes is trying to take care of that Torbjorn turret. And it looks like Sam is trying to get back to point, but I have a feeling the Firebirds are going to take a step back, regroup, reassess, and re-strategize.
Yeah, that was some absolutely excellent mobility by the Tracer there, trying to get through to that back line, take out everybody. But, as you can see, Carthage did not come out of that team fight on top. It's going to be good seeing, taking that second to regroup, see how they go from there.
I agree, but now the Firebirds know exactly what they're dealing with, and they're able to, I don't think they're making any switch, but they know how to play around this now. Suckerbird's jumping in,
going right in,
help right there, almost dying in the process, but Zenyatta's able to get that healing orb on it, and Donut has that pulse bomb, which is going to be very scary to see. Hopefully it takes care of it, but being a 1v1 against a Moira, but surviving because of that health pack, the rest of the Firebirds are behind that arch. Like I said, that arch is very, very difficult to pass through. Once the Bulldogs fall off, there's not much you can do except just spray a lot of damage into them.
Absolutely. Looks like Carthage has still got 2 minutes left to go ahead and take that first point. That's Zenyatta putting in a lot of long-range poke here. Getting the
Firebirds doing another push. Psychobird's jumping in. There's a Sigma up there. It's just, there's 2 tanks up there. But Sam is able to dive in, cause a lot of damage, push him off, and the Firebirds knock the Bulldogs off of the higher platform, and it looks like Suckerbird's using that Primal Rage, trying to knock him around, split him up, causing a lot of damage, taking a lot of damage in the process. The Bulldogs are using that Graviton Surge to pull everybody up, and it looks like the Firebirds are going to fall again. Wow. Minute 25 on the clock. The Firebirds have enough time for maybe 2 more pushes.
You can really see that Concordia's got their team fight and objective control down this game. It didn't really look like they were on it in the last game, but right now they've got really good control of that point. They're doing a really good job making sure they take out the high damage people, knock down the tanks, so Carthage can't get any of those pushes off. This is a really exciting match.
I agree. Now it's going to be very interesting. The Firebirds barely switching up their comp. Donut is going a Hanzo. Oh, I lied. They're completely switching up their comp, which is I'm glad to see that. They're going a Hanzo, Reinhardt, they have the Baptiste, Sombra, and a Zarya. That's going to be very interesting to see. Westop going that Moira, doing a little bit of extra damage, but unfortunately Psychopred's falling to that Baptiste, and DK falling to that Orb. This is not looking good for the Firebirds at all.
They got 30 seconds to make a play here. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. It doesn't look like they got any ults up yet.
That is very unfortunate for the Bulldogs, jumping down, almost dying, but he's still alive, so he's holding the Firebirds off. Firebirds have 20 seconds left to make a push. This is going to be very crucial for them. If they don't make this push, they don't capture the point, and it's going to be a very difficult defense for them. But Sam is at full health on Zarya, taking care of that Torbjorn turret. But there's that Torbjorn, and Firebirds falling almost completely.
Wow.
DK's on point, but it's going to be 3, 2, 1. DK's in the back line contesting, hacking the Sigma, but will there be enough?
No,
wow,
not enough. Carthage falls all the way again. Back in overtime, and that's going to be a round.
That was very good for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was again, like I said last round, Carthage was putting in the work. That was a lesson in team or in point control there again. They knew exactly what they needed to do to stop Carthage from making that push, and they executed, and it did not end well for the Firebirds there.
Now, the Bulldogs just need to capture 1 tick on the point, hold the point for just a little bit of time, and they win this map. But again, it's a best of 5 series, so losing 1 map, not the end of the world. But honestly, it's always good to 3-0 someone. Yeah, but I think 100%. Right here, we can't even say that because the Bulldogs have you've been saying it. Bulldogs are really, really, I can't think of the phrase. They're showing the Firebirds a lot of resistance. There you go.
Yeah, they knew exactly what to do with their tanks there. They were really making sure that Carthage could not put that damage out on the people that were really knocking their health bars out. So that was an impressive game.
Firebirds are going to have to do a very, very strong defense right now in order to win. And honestly, the Bulldogs did it with double shield. Looks like the Firebirds are going Ashe, Roadhog, Baptiste, Sombra, Orisa, and Zenyatta. Kind of a similar, but not going that double shield. So Psychopreds and Sam are going to have to coordinate with those halts, get those hooks in, and that could be really good. That could be really bad. We have a little less defense, but more offense in this defensive turn.
I'm really interested to see how Carthage is going to capitalize on those Roadhog hooks. Now, it looks like pulling people into the point is the best strategy, but that's why they're playing, and I'm in here.
But here's the unfortunate thing. Bulldogs are going a very heavy dive comp, so we're going to see how this goes. Westhoff getting a lot of damage in on the Bulldogs, and Zenyatta almost dying. A lot of damage taken by the Firebirds, but the Bulldogs have yet to do much. Looks like they're trying to drop. They were waiting for the Firebirds to drop, and now their Baptiste is in. They're trapped inside, but they're able to hold it off. They're all nanoed though. And unfortunately the Bulldogs lose their Winston, but the Firebirds losing the Roadhog and Baptiste and the Sombra. It looks like it's going to be a team wipe for the Firebirds. This is going to be, I think it's going to be it for the Firebirds. Donut was on the point trying to hold, but map 2 goes to the Bulldogs.
Wow, that was an impressive first push. They really made quick work of the Firebirds there. That was impressive.
That was the shortest round they could have gone.
Yeah,
and the Bulldogs did it. So this is going to be very interesting. I hope we're able to make it up. It's 1-1 in the series. A lot of games to be played. We might actually go into a map 5, which is going to be, I think, might be a first for us. I'm not quite sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I love a little bit of friendly competition. Sometimes the most intense games are, some of the best. So I'll be interested to see how far we go here in this best of 5.
So unfortunately, we're going to take another 90-second break. I'm going to be hopping out back into the game, and Sam is going to be taking my spot for this round. So hopefully we're able to win this next map, and I can come back celebrating again.
Yeah, absolutely. Get back out there. Do your work as Mercy.
I promise I'll be back, though. I will be back after these quick messages and another map. So we'll see you in a second.
Go get him, Bearded.
Initiating match.
And welcome back, guys. It's Sam3083 here, and my fine Streamcast partner here today. We are going to be watching map 3 of game 1. This is a go win or go home type of map. So if Carthage doesn't win this map, they go down 2-1, which means they lose the map, and then they go on to map 2, which will be Matt Trush, everyone.
Yes, hello.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. I've already been introduced, but welcome back to the party. You guys are doing pretty good out there.
Yes, hopefully. That's what we like to. That's what we like to hear. So it looks like I guessed it pretty correctly beforehand, except they're not going on Ana. They're going Mercy for defense. So they're gonna run a Sigma Roadhog. Looks like they're gonna run a dive here, which is what we expected. What we expected in our film sessions, that they are running a dive.
Absolutely, absolutely. And like I said, these last 2 games really have been lessons in point control. You saw in the first round, Firebirds, you didn't let them get it close. You had them on top 99% both games. And then last game, they did the same thing back to you guys.
Dive is a very difficult team comp to run correctly, especially if someone is not listening.
Makes sense, makes sense.
But it looks like these guys are gonna immediately go for a cart push and not make any space, which could be good or bad. He's gonna dive by himself.
Wow, there you go.
With a diva by himself, which means Hook is gonna have no bubble. He's half health. He gets hit by the rock.
All right.
It's literally a tank on tank conflict right now. They're trying to split the Firebirds up. He gets the hook on the diva. Barriers down. They're gonna
pushing the truck.
Yeah, they're gonna try to push it past everyone.
Yeah, they're just keeping them split,
In theory, the best way to defend that is drop as a group, but they dropped individually. So we're gonna see if the heals can keep them alive.
So far, so
doesn't
good,
look
though.
like it's gonna. Oh, it's gonna be one pick.
Wow.
Let's see if they can convert. Okay, they lose one, but they're up. He gets look at the Ana.
All the
Ana's-
hook. Ouch.
He could have
finished that.
Monkey does not have ult. He was gonna use this. Heal him, please. Heal him.
There goes.
That's gonna be a wipe.
Yep. If not a wipe, real close.
Real close to a wipe. Donut's gonna 1v1 the soldier.
Interesting play.
Oh well, he's got
Down,
the
gets the health pack. Oh, but now it's 2v1, and Donut goes down.
He killed himself, but now they're gonna have 5 minutes on this point. I still have optimism, but it's not looking too good right now.
Not so far, not so good. They've already got to pass that first checkpoint, so it's going to be interesting to see how Carthage can recover from that one.
That first checkpoint is a very difficult choke point to capture. It's
Yeah,
the post. This map
100%.
has 3 main conflict areas. At one point, we just saw this corner that Carthage is holding currently, and then right after that is the gateway into the final push.
Man, they really could use some long-range poke here to just try to whittle them down so that way they can't get any farther. Make it a little bit easier to engage on those team fights, but right now it just does not look like that's happening.
What's really gonna make that make or break this game is hitting those hooks on the Reaper.
Yeah,
and getting these kills. They picked a healer.
There it goes.
Which is gonna be massive.
And the hook.
Devault's gonna come in here. Oh, that's 2 from the Devault. That's gonna be another wipe.
The Mercy ult is up. Looks like Carthage now has 3 ults up and ready to go, so if they can regroup before that next team fight, they might actually be able to make some progress here. But that Reaper is just...
The Reaper is going really well because he's timing his race with the hook cooldown. He's watching Hog specifically to wait for his cooldown. Because that's the only thing that can counter them, because they are not running, they are running a stun now.
There's
We're running an Diva. Good hook.
Diva loses her suit.
Diva should go down here. Oh, they're gonna come around the wall.
If Carthage can hold this point, that's going to be absolutely huge for them in stopping that progress. They really need to make a play right here.
The hooks need to be hit. Yes!
There we go.
Sorry, I'm going crazy. I love this game so much. This is my team, and I don't want anything else bad to happen. The Reaper did use his ult, and he got nobody. He got stunned out of it by Donut.
Carthage really needed that stop there.
And it's a great big stop here, and now they're gonna... I don't know why the card is not pushing backwards, but Jason's like, why is it not moving?
There it goes.
Anti. Okay, so they use anti already, and they have a TP set up too for defense. Jason. Okay. Roadhog's gonna try to chase him down. I would not recommend that.
No, I wouldn't either.
Okay, he used pot.
Interesting use of grabbing the health pack while also healing at the same time.
There's a hack. Come on, yes.
There we go. Oh, the payload did get to the checkpoint though.
Did it? No,
it's getting contested.
Yeah, it's getting contested. Jason, that's a team wipe.
Yep.
Should have kept your head down.
Again, Carthage really not looking too hot in these team fights. They are really not put in the same teamwork we saw from that round 1 in the point control here. So it's going to be really interesting to see if they can stop them at this final choke point before they get to the last checkpoint here.
So they're gonna have McCree ult. They're gonna have Window. They're not playing like a full-fledged team right now. They're playing weird. I don't know. It's not the team that I know, because we counter dive very, very well when it comes to. There we go. There's a pick. There's a pick.
Helpful.
Another pick for the Diva.
There we go.
Okay, they picked 2, but oh, he slept. Work on your heals. Manage your heals. Behind. Nothing. Got nobody.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Oh. Here we go.
Stop that Winston push.
Oh my goodness, he hits so many shots on him.
Yeah, that guy kept him out.
There he goes. There he
Winston
goes.
Down.
You're gonna have about 3 fights left if they completely wipe here. If they stagger or completely wipe. He's trying to get the. That's a really good spot for Junkrat to get that angle on the road.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But Jason's gonna wait there for him to come around that corner to get that easy pick.
There goes the soldier right in.
They need to play together. They're separating really, really bad.
Go. I'll keep you here.
Galahad usually plays Ana, which is his biggest strength is playing Ana. Which now look at him, he's spacing out. So now like when a team wipe happens, he's able to heal. If it does happen at all. Here we go.
There we go. All right.
We're gonna go onto the tank view.
Looks like DK with that play trying to get behind, maybe.
These antis are huge.
Roadhog has ult. It's going to be interesting to see if that comes out to stop this push.
It is going to come out.
There it is. Getting that Winston away from the team. That was an awesome use of that.
He needs to be healed very. Diva's weak. Focus that Winston, please.
There you go. Winston goes down again. You know, I just noticed, why does everything have googly eyes?
So for April 1st, the Overwatch team, Blizzard does this thing where they make a joke out of it. So April 1st, April Fools, and that's gonna be map. That's gonna be game actually.
Oh man.
Oh no, that's round 1. Excuse me. Yeah. No, but back to it. Googly eyes is for April 1st. Because for April Fools, so they throw googly eyes on everything that can have googly eyes.
I completely forgot what day it was. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I completely forgot what day it was too. Actually, isn't today the 31st?
It is, but it's probably the first in like Australia.
Maybe.
I don't know how time zones work.
I know like China is like 16 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, so they're.
And, I mean Australia.
Yeah, they're there.
Pretty far ahead.
Yeah, they're there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a guess before the game starts. I'm betting they're gonna run a double shield.
Interesting.
Or
I can totally see it.
For offense, they're gonna run a Rhine and a Zarya with Baptiste. Oh, God,
Ready for battle.
I was completely wrong. I am terrible at this game, apparently. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm terrible at this game.
Bringing out the Doomfist. I think that's the first time I've seen Doomfist all game.
Donut plays very good Doomfist, but
30 seconds.
as a dive comp, that's what this is. You're gonna lead in with Doomfist because of how much damage and output he can do, plus how he can separate things. As a you can with Doomfist, you can one-shot any squishies, we like to call them.
Oh yeah,
anyone under 200 health, if they hit a wall after getting hit with a full charge, they're dead.
Yep.
And the other team is running a double shield plus a turret to counteract DK, who's an amazing Sombra, and earlier in the season was our deciding factor in our dive for our win. So let's see how the Firebirds can handle this. DK's already going to be behind the back lines.
How does he do that, man? That is fast.
He is one. He gets his ult. I think it's. They hack the Rhine, and now here it goes. Here comes a dive to knock him off. Didn't get any hits. That's okay.
All right, he'll just loop around and do the same thing again. Everyone's going in. All right, Mercy goes down. DK's looking low. Galahad goes down.
You're down 2 healers. You have to kill the turret.
Yeah.
He's gonna sacrifice his health for that turret, but
Yeah,
that's
100%.
okay. They gotta reset. At this point, you have to reset. They have to call their dives accordingly. I'm seeing one person dive, but not the whole team.
Right.
The whole team is based for a dive, and let's try to get the whole team diving because they can't. Most teams can't handle a full dive comp.
Right,
When the dive
absolutely.
is run accordingly, we struggle with it.
It really just depends on capitalizing on those team fight engages. Like you said, if not everyone's on the same page, it's going to go nowhere, and you're going to have to constantly regroup, and that's fine.
The 2 picks, you should not be diving. See, this is going to lead to a team wipe. Because they lost Tank and DK, which is the Sombra and the Winston are your main components of dive.
Yep.
Because the Winston has the jump effect that launches everyone out, and then you can hack people with DK or the Sombra.
That turret is just always in the right
That
spot.
turret is
They're having a hard
very-
time poking it down. Wonder if we'll see a switch here to try to get those turrets down and faster.
The turret is down now, so
There it
they
goes.
should. See, they're focusing him though.
Man, he is really in deep there.
He's trying to. He's distracting them basically.
Yeah,
Trying to give the
it's a good
team.
call. Yeah, you can see the truck moving there in the
There you
background.
go.
They are really making that progress to that first choke point. It'll be interesting to see if Carthage can capitalize here and get.
There's a kill. There's
There
the
it is.
one.
There
Let's
it
see if
is.
I can get the two. He's gonna be weak.
Ult.
There. Oh, Moira.
Wow, and here it comes.
Go for it. Go for it. Oh my. Moira's gonna be weak here.
Still has not lost anyone in this fight. It looks like.
See, that's fine. Push him. If he's creating the space that they so desperately need on that turret.
Yeah, he's just
Look,
backing him into that corner, and there
and
goes. We're about to hit checkpoint
Donut
one.
just picked off the Baptiste, and it's gonna be a really good point here.
That
They're
was
gonna
it.
have 4 minutes. See, once you give teams like on this map, there are, like I said before, there are 3 main combat zones that you're gonna have. This corner is a very difficult one because people hold high ground, and you're at such, like they're doing now, they have such a disadvantage that they can't do anything.
Yeah, just getting around that corner, trying to take out that turret. And get
Which is
into the
why
shield.
dive
That's gonna
works
be the
so
toughest
well,
part.
but the turret is so far back.
Yeah.
See, but the best way to counter this is to use your ball ult to throw it on top of them, which hopefully is what they'll do here. Monkey's gonna go rage
There
here.
it goes.
He's immediately gonna go for the turret.
Are we going to see the follow-up, though? That's really what we need right now.
Team
Looks
is
like
half.
kind of disjointed right now.
I don't think we're gonna. Oh,
He's still
They got it
going
back.
in.
they used. Okay.
But Carthage does drop down with 3 players there, so it looks like they may have to take some time, regroup, and then get back at it. 2 ults coming back up though, Wrecking Ball and Sombra. So
The Carthage used 3 ults for that fight, or 2 ults. Excuse
Yep.
me. They use Ana and they use Monkey, which those are very important ults.
yes,
And if they're going to use them, they should commit to it for a full. Oh my goodness, this Mercy is just trying to. It's just getting picked very bad.
and here we go. They're good.
Here we go. This is where they go in.
This is it right here.
There we go. Sigma's gonna go down here. That's 1 tank white. Here we go.
Wrecking Ball
EMP.
going in, doing tons of
The big
damage.
EMP. Let's see if they can go off of it. Hit.
Mercy following in to go ahead and give the heals to the tanks that they
Come on,
need.
Chief. Oh. We're gonna watch here because
Looks like
this
we might get
is
the
gonna get them the
second
second point. And then this is where the hearts start racing. This is where the mentality comes in. Hey, can we keep the momentum going? Because here comes the dragon.
Yeah, here comes the Hanzo ultimate.
Here comes the dragon. They're gonna jump right over it.
Yeah, they're taking
Nobody
that
gets
back
it.
down.
Oh, that's gonna be 2 wipes from that actually. They're gonna use 3 ults here to get 4 ults to get a team wipe.
Wow, was it worth it? Are they?
They used 4 ults and they only
Carthage was only-
they have no ults. They are gonna have 0 ults for this fight, except for they didn't even get the cart all the way. That's huge. I thought they got it.
Carthage was just about a minute and a half to make that final push to capture that next point. They are really running out of time. And like you said, the hearts are racing. The adrenaline is pumping. They got to come together and make a huge play right here.
And we have the ults to do it. The Carthage has the ults to do it. They're gonna have a monkey ult, and then they're gonna have ball ult. But the opposing team has no ults.
You're right.
They used them all thinking it was fine. Like, I don't know what happened, but in theory, when you do that, you're anticipating final fight.
Got to get back on that car though.
They do have to get back on the cart. They're playing a separated dive comp. Is
All
what
right,
it looked
2
like.
ults just came
Oh, here
up.
we go.
On all in.
He's gonna
Let's see
go
what happens
crazy.
here. There we go. Wrecking Ball goes down. That is
It's okay. You lose Mercy and you lose, but you're still gonna have Monkey, which is gonna be enough to get you across this
Yep,
point.
yep, they
which
do
is
have
what
the
they
point
needed.
here.
They're gonna get 2 minutes from this, actually a minute and a half. But this is huge. This is the last push.
And it looks like we're going to get the Doomfist ult and the Mercy ultimate coming back in. They have the potential to make another crazy play coming up
And
here.
watch Nancakes because she's probably gonna stick with Donut for this entirety of this.
I am personally
If that Doomfist can do a well-placed damage ultimate, it's going to be really exciting to see what comes after that. Wrecking Ball does still have
Oh, here we
health
go.
as well.
They're diving. They're diving with
Hit it.
Scorpion. Super weak. Picked.
The Mercy ult is up. Let's see what's gonna. Oh,
No,
man,
she got
pulled
stunned
down.
out of it. They didn't get the McCree. They did get the McCree, excuse me.
We just need to see if we get any defensive ults here. DK going in with the Sombra.
It's going to be really difficult for the Firebirds to come back from this, but I believe in them. I
They
think
got a
they're gonna do
minute.
it.
If they could just stay on
He's going
that
to power. He's going to drop immediately into
there
this
he goes.
cluster. Can we get a hack? Can we get a hack coming in?
We get a Doom
Here we
Pistol.
go.
Here it comes.
Here we go. Here it goes. Hopefully he goes monkey. He goes rage.
As long as he
Focus
keeps
it.
them off the truck
Yeah.
long enough for Carthage to do some damage,
He
force
needs
him
to
back
wipe
off.
this. Yes, he got the kill.
There it is.
He needs to dive back and get health. Oh, he's going to go for it.
Nancake
He's going to go for it.
Nancake
They
goes
are gonna
down,
have
but
spawn
Carthage is going to have some
advantage, though.
time to come back and get back on that payload.
The issue is they have 4 ults now. 5 ults.
Oh,
And we have no defensive ults. We have no healer ults because we use them all for this fight.
yeah. Carthage really going to have to make some offensive plays here and keep everyone alive well enough to sustain 5 ults almost. Yeah, 5 ultimates. I can count.
Yeah, I was looking at it like, wait, they do have 5 ults. What? Donut's gonna go down here. Pack is, DK's gonna go down here. No, he's not. He's actually gonna survive this. This is gonna be huge.
Oh, that hack was- that hack was
This hack could like this hack could be the chance of the game. High noon from behind.
Cassidy ult.
High noon from behind. Nothing. He got 1.
Carthage goes down again. They're losing all but 2.
And that's gonna be game.
That is game right there.
That is game.
Yep, that's it. Carthage falls again to the Bulldogs.
I have nothing to say.
It was a valiant effort, right? Put in at the end there, but like you said, that adrenaline starts flowing.
Of the game.
We did get play of the game, so I guess there is some light in the tunnel, but
Yeah, this was huge right here. You know, getting everybody off that point to claim that second checkpoint.
this was huge. Because he's gonna get 4, I think, here. Yeah, he's gonna get the Moira in this corner. Oh no, he's gonna go. Alright. I gotta go play.
All right.
I think you're gonna hold down the stream just nicely
Hey,
for us.
best of luck out there, man.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see if we can bring this back. We're gonna see if we can reverse this.
Looks like we're going to go on a 5-minute break. We will see you guys soon.
We will
care.
see all the viewers soon, and stay tuned for some great content.
Too many games, now all our chips are lost. Luck was
Welcome to Blizzard World.
We are back for map 4 of the series tonight. Concordia University, Nebraska Bulldogs against the Carthage Firebirds. Map 3 wasn't too hot. It is 2-1 in favor of the Bulldogs. But Coach Palmer sat us down. We talked about what we need to fix. And I think this game is going to be really good for that.
It's going to be really exciting seeing what Carthage can pull out of, pull out against, the Bulldogs in this next round here, especially after that pep talk. We'll see, if there's any, communication improvements, things like that, that really kind of get them streamlined so we can see the team we saw in that first round.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of the issues we had wasn't even like the Bulldogs, because we were running strategies where we should be able to beat the Bulldogs with that in our comps, but it just, our application wasn't there.
You had the dive comp up and ready to go. It just, the follow through was not there. You could see people getting split up, not sticking together. The the alts weren't lined up in timings where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
The thought was there. execution was not. It'll be interesting to see what Carthage can do here.
Definitely. Hopefully we can tie it up 2-2 for the series going into a map 5, but we'll see here. Looks like the Firebirds are defending first, and the Bulldogs just having a little fun behind in front of that fire. Just relaxing, you know.
Gotta keep themselves warm. Keep the blood flowing in the muscles.
Oh, and I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Yes, those are googly eyes on all of the players. We have reached April Fool's Day.
I made that comment
still.
last game. I straight up asked, I was like, why does everything have googly eyes out there? And I forgot what.
It livens things up, makes things interesting, but it looks like the Firebirds using a double shield comp and a Bastion. Donut going Bastion. This will be interesting to see. Now, right off the bat, it looks like the Bulldogs are going to go high ground, top right of that, which they have the high ground, but they don't have much line of sight on the point. They're going to be forced to drop right away, I think, after getting some initial poke damage there. NECC's taking the high ground, getting those heals, whereas Westhoff front and center, making sure to get a lot of that damage onto the Bulldogs. Nobody's died yet. Pretty interesting. Couple people on the Bulldogs really low, but their healers are coming back, trying to heal them back up.
Bastion looks like he's coming in from that high ground, trying to put some points, but May with that wall, keeping that clutch defense going.
I agree. Now it looks like the Bulldogs have finally dropped, going that right side. Psychopred's front and center, using that vortex to soak up a lot of that damage and replace it as health. And it looks like the Bulldogs still not getting there. Unfortunately, Westhoff dying, but we're able to pick off the Moira, which honestly, a Zenyatta for a Moira, I like that trade.
Out for help.
But it looks like the Bulldogs using the amplification matrix on the left side now, catching them off guard. Donut using that back to retreat and go back to the point. Setting up, using that amplification matrix. Doing a lot of damage, almost killing a few people. Unfortunately, Lunar Synergy falling, and it's going to be very scary for the Firebirds. But it looks like the Bulldogs might be able to take out most of the Firebirds and take... Oh, Psychopred's is still there. Psychopred's is still front and center, able to do a lot of damage. Will he get that Graviton up? He might use it. It's Westhoff. He's using it. Gonna get a few people in the process, almost dying with 21 health, but using that, doing a little bit of damage to himself there after the health pack, but able to sneak in the back, do a lot of damage, still at very low health, but they're able to prevent that site taking. Right now, it is now 4-2 on the point, 3-2.
3-1, 3-1.
3-1.
Doing a really good job at keeping
holding. They're just holding, and Donut using that ultimate, that tank, that tactical mode tank, but dying, and it looks like the Bulldogs are going to take that first point. It is 4 minutes left on the clock. Still a lot of game to be played. Firebirds can hold them off
on the way. But wow, that was you can see there, Carthage really was starting to get back to that zone control. They were starting to show, aspects of what we saw in that first game, keeping them off, keeping them contested, and really doing a good job at, trying to stop them from getting on that point.
Yeah, I agree.
Now
it looks like the Bulldogs taking that high ground initially, while we have two people on point, but a majority of the Bulldogs are up there using that May wall to soak up a lot of the damage and trying. It looks like they're going to go the back way now. Firebirds not really noticing. Well, they're now noticing that, probably calling that out. And that crazy Mage Orisa is just doing a lot of damage using that cannon.
That wall coupled with the Reinhardt and the other shields there, that is really good at stopping a lot of that Carthage poke that they really need to whittle them down to win these team fights.
I agree. Now there's that high noon, and NECC's taking that boulder to the face, but Lunar Synergy is getting 2 in that process with that high noon. Unfortunately missing that stun grenade, but that Sigma is probably going to fall now.
That poke.
Lunar Synergy is just scary when it comes to Cassidy.
Yeah, that Cassidy
doing a lot of damage, long range. And ultimately getting that Sigma. Now Donut's on Soldier. I like the Soldier's Cassidy pick for our DPS. And it looks like Sigma's at the top. Just trying to do a little bit of recon, making sure they know where everybody's going. Now it looks like Bulldogs are going to go inside of that room to their right, so they have a little bit more room to work with and not so much a centralized choke point. But that double shield is just going to do so much damage. But Orisa is using that Bongo to amplifying all the damage in the radius. Westhoff popping the Transcendence, which is going to be very interesting to use. Now, Psychopred's using that Graviton Surge to a lot of damage coming in line with the cast. Lunar Synergy is using. Wow. There we go. There's the change we needed. Lunar Synergy on Cassidy. There he's already at high noon and getting that pick. And it looks like the Bulldogs are just not. They're just getting wiped. Part of their team's getting wiped out,
and then the rest of the Firebirds are just going to focus on the others.
That is exactly what we needed to see there from Carthage. That play right behind the team, getting in there, getting out that damage. That is exactly what they needed to go ahead and keep these Bulldogs off that point.
I agree. Beautiful to see. Beautiful to see there. We are coming back. 1:45 left. We've held them here for 3 minutes, so I think it's going to be very good for us. Hopefully we can pull it off another. Now, Firebirds having 2 offensive ults, whereas the Bulldogs only have, well, they have 4, but it all depends on how they use it. I think now
Cassidy all coming out again.
Using it while he's in air, not getting anybody, but making sure people have to hide or else they'll die.
Maybe breaking up their push a little bit, wasting some time. That's exactly what they need here.
Donut using that visor, but not getting any real picks. A lot of the Bulldogs are pretty spread out right now. Sigma's on point, but just the Firebirds are doing a lot of damage.
Looks like Junkrat does have his ult up for the Bulldogs, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can come out, capitalize. Now they got 4 ults up and ready to go.
I agree. Firebirds dropping right into the fight, but falling to that. The Bulldogs are using that coalescence, doing a lot of damage through those shields, which is going to be really key for them. Crazy Mage almost dying in the process. Westop dying to that coalescence. NECC's falling. We have no healers now. It looks like they might cap point. We do have a DPS. We have 2 DPS and the Orisa, but no heals, and the Bulldogs take the point.
If they can contest it, it's still contested,
An extra, almost 2 minutes left on the clock for the Bulldogs to push it. If the Firebirds are able to pull off, if they're able to hold them before the next point and then be very aggressive on this attack, it's gonna be very good. We'll probably win the map.
100%. It does look like the Bulldogs are gonna have 5 ultimates for this next fight though, so Carthage really has to pick their battles here.
I agree. We need to hold it off too. Looks like 1:30 on the clock, and they've only pushed it a little bit, but usually it's pretty much a cakewalk now once you get past this initial turn. So it looks like using a lot of damage, trying to see who can outlast the other team.
Soldier all coming out.
But Westop is falling, but Lunacy getting a pick on the other, the soldier. This is good. I think the Firebirds are being really good, getting some really key picks, trying to slow it down. Now the Bulldogs are spinning up. They're around, but Lunacy getting 2 picks. Skelly Wolfie getting a pick on NECC. Crazy Mage getting another pick on the Sigma and pushing them back. It looks like the Bulldogs are gonna have one more push, using only 1 ult. They only have 1 more ult.
They burned them all in that team fight, so that was good. That was a really good job by Carthage, holding them at that corner.
Very good.
Getting around that corner. Once they get it past that first one, it's usually, like you said, pretty easy. But Carthage is able to stop them there. It's going to be a really good fight here.
I agree. Now it all depends on how the Firebirds
use some of these. High
Noon being blocked by that vortex. A lot of damage being soaked up, but the Bulldogs the Firebirds are holding their own. Bulldogs using off their ult. They have Junkrat. They have that tire, which might be very, very important for the Bulldogs. But whether or not it's going to be enough, we'll see here in a second.
If Crazy wow, gets stunned there.
Firebirds getting the hook. Wow. There's that Sigma. There's that tire. Will we destroy the tire? I don't know where the tire is. There it is. There it is. And they're able to destroy it. And the Firebirds are holding it down. 5 seconds left on the Bulldogs. Somebody needs to touch Cart. There's that Reinhardt dying. The Firebirds pick off most of them. And it looks like
down again.
It looks like they've held off the Bulldogs. That is going to be, that was beautiful to see there. We had some issues initially, but that final hold was just beautiful for the Firebirds, and I think our momentum can carry us into this next attack. Now the Firebirds need to push the cart. They need to capture the point and push that cart all the way to that point they just held, and then win this map.
That team synergy there, that's exactly what Carthage needed. They did not have that in that last round, but right there, we saw exactly what they're capable of when everything goes right, and they're executing those plays with like the perfect amount of synergy and communication. That's what you want to see. They got to do that again one more time to get that cart pushed, and it is going to be, they're going to make quick work of the Bulldogs here, I think.
Definitely. And we'll see how this goes. I'm confident. I think we've finally figured out what works for us and how to, adequately hold them. But we'll see how this attack goes because defense is completely different. Looks like the Firebirds are going to go Zenyatta, Sigma, Cassidy, Baptiste, Reinhardt, and Donut is still deciding. I think Donut definitely really good on several different DPS, so we could expect anything from him.
Going back in with that soldier.
Going back with soldiers.
It's going to be really exciting to see what he does again this time.
Oh yeah. I love to see it. Bulldogs going Torbjorn again. Firebirds really struggle with that Torbjorn the last map. Definitely being able, that turret, being able to focus some of the supports. And hopefully Firebirds have realized that that is going to be really, really bad to fight up against. And I think that'll be their focus there.
100%. That Torbjorn knows exactly where to put those turrets every time. You can see they were always in like the weirdest spots, but just enough to get enough poke off. So I think that's why we saw the Cassidy soldier pick here. They have a lot of long range damage and might be able to knock those turrets down before they become a lot of a problem.
I agree. Now the Firebirds pushing to the top right, getting that early pick on the main, which is going to be very key. Reinhardt charging in, knocking him all around, getting that pick on the Reinhardt. They now have just the Sigma on the front lines and able to get that support. It is now just 3v5. Sigma almost dying, but being held off by the Immortality Field. The Firebirds are able to get a team wipe on everybody but the Diva, I think. And it looks like the Firebirds are going to capture that first point. And it's going to be really, really good for the Firebirds.
That early Reinhardt elimination was exactly what they needed to get that push off. Without that shield, they really had not a lot of good defense to stop that push for that first point. That was impressive.
I think the Firebirds definitely, with that May pick, being able to just worry about one less DPS, and a May of all things is going to be very key for them. Now we'll see how they go. It looks like they're going to do the same thing the Bulldogs did. Going top left, the Diva overextends, and I think she is out of her mech, so that could be really good. They basically become a tank to a DPS of some sort. So hopefully we're able to get that pick before she gets back into her mech. Looks like we're going to do a split push.
Lunar exactly what Cassidy is going for.
Lunar Synergy is focusing those backlines, which is going to be really good. Donut getting the pick on the Torbjorn turret, and a lot of healing being done by Nancakes to those who are on the cart. Going to be really good to see how this goes now.
That Reinhardt ult is getting really close to being ready, so I'm wondering how he's
it's going to be very scary for them, but the Immortality Field saving them. The Moira orb almost getting it, and there's the Shatter paired with a High Noon and paired with just everything. Lunar Synergy getting 3 kills right there.
Here? We might see a team wipe here.
This might be a really good team wipe. There's just the Torbjorn in the back, and there goes Firebirds diving in, trying to make it a lot of...
He wants it, dude. He wants it.
He wants to make sure that the Bulldogs do not push in by any means. It looks like it's a Psychopred Sigma 1v1 now, but Psychopred has to back off because
chase them away.
Good call from Psychopred.
Carthage getting really close to that corner. If they get around this corner, they might have this round.
Now Psychopred's using that Fire Strike, but it's immediately absorbed by the Bulldog Sigma. And there goes Nancakes using that Amp Matrix, doing a lot of extra damage, but falling to that Torbjorn turret, but Donut getting 2 picks in the process, using that visor and destroying that Torbjorn turret. It's so close.
There they are.
The Firebirds just have to push just a few meters. There goes that Sigma, pushing them into the air, and it's 2 meters left, 1 meters, and the Firebirds take map 3.
That was awesome. Wow. Wow, you could really see the communication there. Everything went right for them in that first team fight. That initial knockout of the Reinhardt that got them exactly what they needed to get that capture. They really made quick work after that.
Lunar Synergy with the play of the game. It is now 2-2 in the series. This is very, very close now.
Yeah.
The winner of the next map wins the series, and I hope it's the Firebirds, because then we make playoffs.
There we go.
I think if we win this and we don't have to, we are immediately, I don't know how it works. Lunar Synergy getting 30 eliminations, 61% of the kill participation from the Firebirds. Nancakes doing 14,232 healing, 40% of the Firebirds damage taken. Nancakes was able to heal up. Nancakes popped off this round with an amplification matrix, doing a lot of damage. The thing about Nancakes is she's a healer, but the moment the team's at full health, just go on DPS. And we see that all the time where Nancakes is just laying down fire and getting a lot of really, really key picks.
It is so important to know when to capitalize on those engagements, especially when you know your team is not in that critical range. You capitalize on engagement. They don't know what to do without that extra damage coming their way. So that is awesome to see. They really got that down.
Definitely. Now it's going to be really interesting for this next map. The next map being Lijiang Tower, which is control point, and I think it's a good one to end on.
Absolutely.
Both teams having to take control of a centralized location and hold it for a certain amount of time, and they have to do that twice.
We saw Carthage really perform in that first round with the control point, so I'm excited to see if we can see that same team we saw in round 1 they made quick work of it in that first round. So it'll be really exciting to watch them try to do that again.
Now it looks like too we're getting a substitution on the Firebirds. Hubbub is going in for Westhoff. That's going to be really interesting to see. Now Westhoff and Hubbub play those offensive supports in a sense. Westhoff going Zenyatta and Lucio a lot, but Hubbub being beautiful on Moira. We have seen some beautiful plays with Hubbub on Moira, so hopefully we can see that again. Doing a lot of damage. So I'm excited to see this. Hopefully it's going to be a really solid play by the Firebirds. I think each team knows what to expect from the other. So hopefully we're going to see some changes. Honestly, I love the Donut Lunar Synergy going Soldier and Cassidy. I think that's some solid DPS to go with. Donut might go Reaper this round, I think, because it's close quarters. We'll see how it goes, but I think the Firebirds have finally figured out what works for them. So
absolutely. I wonder on this map too, since there are those areas where you can knock players off the map, are we going to see any Pharah come out? We haven't seen Pharah at all.
We
yet.
might. Now the thing about Pharah is because so many people play hit scan, there's always one hit scan on DPS. Usually you don't see it. DK using Pharah quite often, going Pharah and Echo, which against the hit scan, very scary. But DK not playing it. I think DK has learned certain heroes that I won't say on stream if you're watching for the other teams, but I think DK finally found what works because Pharah is so it's so easily countered, whereas certain DPS just there's not really one good counter.
Right, absolutely.
So it's going to be really interesting to see what we pull out. I think right now the lineup we have is very solid. Not that the other lineups aren't, but we have Lunar Synergy and Donut on DPS is a beautiful duo to see. DK usually playing more utility DPS, whereas Lunar Synergy and Donut just pure damage. Psychopreds and Crazy Mage going tank, going to be really good to see. Psychopreds usually going for a Winston or a Reinhardt. Crazy Mage usually we usually see a Ball or a Sigma. So it'll be interesting. Now Crazy Mage also playing Orisa sometimes. And it worked out last map.
Yeah,
I think it worked out
very well.
Beautifully.
That damage amplification was always in the right spot.
And Nancakes on Hubbub just added being beautiful supports, but also in their free time being DPS with that Baptiste. We're probably going to see a Baptiste to Moira. I think that's going to be very good with that added damage, but also solid healing across the board. It'll be interesting what the Bulldogs pull off in their attack. But I think honestly, with control points, it's really, really easy to see who's going to be more aggressive because once you capture point, it's definitely a challenge to recapture it,
Absolutely.
So I think the first team who ever captures point, I'm not saying it's it's just a large. I'd like to see the statistics on that of the teams who capture the first point or capture the point first. How many of them actually win? And honestly, I think it's going to be majority, but Bulldogs being very, very aggressive in a lot of these pushes and being able to turn the tide on a dime, just you never know what we could expect. We could say this right now, and then immediately the Bulldogs having one really good play, completely switching the tide.
Absolutely, absolutely. We saw in the last couple rounds if the Bulldogs had a majority of their ultimates ready to go, they could turn the fight around like that. What we saw in that first map on Dorado there with Carthage trying to do the push, they never had their ults engaged at the right time. It was always one after the other after the other. There wasn't a lot of team synergy there to help turn the tides of those fights. When you could see the Bulldogs, on the other hand, they knew exactly when to go in, do that dive, do that counter, exactly when to stop them. So it's really going to come down to the team synergy once again. And as we saw in that first round, once Carthage got control, they usually held it to about 90% before a flip.
Yep.
So as you said, majority, probably.
Yeah, definitely. And the key with these points is if it's at 99% and the other team has it, if you use all of your ults and get a team wipe, it's just yours.
Yep.
It's when you're at 99% and they capture, you have one fight to win and it's yours. So hopefully we might see that. Lijiang's a very interesting map, having a lot of environmental areas for people to get kills, especially on Night Market. That Night Market is going to be very, very scary, especially... I think Symmetra is very powerful on this map.
Yep.
A lot of times you're going to see dueling Symmetras with those teleporters. So it's immediately each team teleports right on the point, and you see this massive clash right in the very first seconds before the point's even activated. So it's usually whoever wins that is just a very good sign again. But we can't say,
No,
we're not psychic.
I wish I was.
I wish I was too.
Oh,
I'm kind of stalling for time. I don't know what we're waiting for, but
Yeah, we're doing
we're doing a great job.
To kind of
I love it.
Get it going here.
How are you? How are you enjoying it though?
This is super cool. The setup is insane. I haven't been back to Carthage since they updated this whole downstairs area. So walking down for the first time, seeing all these like top end systems, I mean, it was absolutely awesome to see what they were able to pull together to make such an awesome program here. Super exciting.
Kind of just throwing you into it too. Hey, you're shoutcasting, which is how I started actually shoutcasting. It was a Rocket League match, and Tanner, who shoutcasts, she usually shoutcasts Overwatch with me, but at Rocket League, I was down here just watching the game, and he goes, "Hey, you're gonna shoutcast with me." I'm like, "But I don't know Rocket League." He goes, "I don't care. You're gonna do it." And the rest is history. So here I am, and you never know what will happen to you when you come down here.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. No. And just, being invited back here, especially on Carthage Giving Day as an alumni, is actually super exciting. Just to be able to, even though I'm not giving them any money, it's still really cool to be here and give back and participate in such an awesome program. So thanks for inviting me out here.
Definitely.
All right.
Looks like both teams are ready now, so I'm ready to see it. Map, it is 2-2 in the series. Carthage Firebirds against Concordia University Nebraska Bulldogs. Winner of this map takes all. 2.2 caps of the point, wins it all. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. Unfortunately, we don't get the payload with googly eyes this time, but we do still get the googly eyes. So I wish they had those dragons. Those little
the statues. Yeah, or like the billboards.
I realize they're not dragons.
Yeah,
I would love to see some more googly eyes, but we have some beautiful scenery to enjoy.
Yeah, we absolutely do. This game, even though this game is starting to show its age, it still looks really good.
Oh yeah, and with Overwatch 2 coming out very soon, with the beta coming up just in the next few weeks, hopefully some life will be given to it. It'll be revitalized. But it looks like the Firebirds going it. There you are. The dueling Symmetras. Donut going Symmetra. Psychopred's going Zarya. Just kidding. Psychopred's going to Winston. Nancake's going Baptiste. Bastion again. I just can't comment because the moment I say it, they keep switching. But the Bulldogs look like have solidified their comp, going a Symmetra, Moira, Reaper, Winston, Baptiste, and Reinhardt. That double shield with that added dive. And that Symmetra is going to be very, very powerful on this map. Donut going back to Symmetra. Good to see. Now, as you're going to see here, it's going to be Duel of the Fates.
Mad dash.
Both teams are going to use teleporters on point. Almost simultaneously diving on the point. Beautiful to see. But who's going to win? Donut getting that mortality kill. Lunar Synergy taking care of it. Unfortunately, Donut getting 2 kills on the Bulldogs, and Skywolf getting a pick on Donut, but Lunar Synergy is there to get the refrag. Back to Lunar Synergy. He got like 4 kills that fight.
Carthage taking that team fight and taking that point like it was nothing.
Oh my god.
And I know I said Lucio. There is not a Lucio. I lied. I apologize.
I thought they went Lucio too. Hubbub was known to go Lucio, but I think switching to Zenyatta in that last second, and it worked, as we could see.
Yeah,
having that added damage.
Bulldogs coming in off the high ground there. It's going to be interesting to see if they try to send anyone in behind to capture that point.
Lunar Synergy is so deadly today. And the teleporter for the Firebirds is still up, but they're going to still do the teleporter strat. I think they're trying to line it up, but now the Firebirds being back on the point, I think they realize, yeah, that's not going to work. It's going to be too bad. So they're trying to go in the front. Oh, but there is a teleporter on point, though. I saw that for a split second, but I think they're... Oh, the Moira's out of plates. Lunar Synergy not getting the pick, but the
Winston going down,
jumping and not being followed up. Yankee getting a double pick in the process. Lunar Synergy getting a pick on the Symmetra, and Donut getting another pick on the Diva. Firebirds are so deadly right now.
Dude, Carthage is really showing them, who's boss at this point right now. Every fight they've had, every engagement has been perfectly timed. The right amount of picks, the right amount of range damage. They know exactly what they're doing to keep.
We already have 2 ults on point. We already have 2 points, 2 ults on the Firebirds, and Lunar Synergy is just about to get High Noon, and we've seen how deadly those High Noons can be.
If they're placed in the right spot, he's gonna get at least 2 for sure. There they go. They're coming a different strategy this time, going right towards the edge. Interesting strategy.
I think scary now because, well, they know they can do it now because they don't have a Lucio, but Hubbub is there. Those dueling shields, though, causing a lot of chaos. Firebirds getting the pick on the Reinhardt, but there's that shield in the way. Will the High Noon be good? It's getting a double kill.
Double kill.
Beautiful.
Take that.
Lunar Synergy, man. Tonight is his night.
He said so. He's on a roll.
The moon is full, and he is synergizing with it.
Carthage going to hold this point up to the 90.
Oh my gosh. The Firebirds just have to hold it. I don't think they know. I don't think the Bulldogs have to see the touch.
Get there.
The Bulldogs see the touch.
the ball.
They're in.
They helped. They took
They're
it
in.
in time.
They
But
have
now
one
they're going
fight
to
left.
do one beautiful push. Lunar Synergy falling right away. They know to focus it, but the Firebirds are still there, expecting it, able to get some early picks. Donut is so scary on Symmetra right now. Reinhardt is down for them. Suckerbird's getting a triple kill there as Reinhardt with not even a single shatter.
Carthage holds the point. Get that first
Carthage?
objective.
That was beautiful to see. That is the Firebirds we know and love. That is peak performance for the Firebirds. And hopefully we're going to see that for this next point. Because if we get that next point, we win the whole series for tonight.
Yeah, no, that was, like I said, first round, less than a point control. We just saw the exact same thing again. They got there first. They executed perfectly. They had the great team fights. I got nothing.
I agree.
They kicked it there.
And here's going to be an interesting pick. Going on this control tower. This is a very interesting map to see. Not so much long range.
A lot
There
of
is
indoors.
a lot of indoors. Now, Crazy Mage going ball,
How about
going
switching to
Hammond.
Lucio?
The Wrecking Ball is going to be very good to see. Crazy Mage is very loves Wrecking Ball. Of course, switches though
Right
because
back.
you know
Yep. That's just
they
how it works.
know what I'm about to say and start talking about it. But the Reinhardt is right there in the forefront, trying to get that early fire strike, doing a lot of charge, getting 10% on ult charge, whereas the rest of the Bulldogs going the low ground. And it looks like Reinhardt's shield's gone already for the Firebirds, but there's that teleporter diving right in and using the teleporter to come back in. He's going in and out. It is beautiful to see. But
And
the
Reinhardt
Reinhardts are traded. It is now, but the Firebirds are able to get that pick on the Zarya, so the Bulldogs are down both of their tanks, whereas the Firebirds are able to hold their Zarya, only losing the Rhine in the process to fight. Reinhardt being very aggressive for that. This is
Cassidy
good to
once
see.
again executing. He's already up to 67% on his ultimate.
Now it looks like the Bulldogs going the high ground just into that side room, and there's Psychopatھ back running in, doing a lot of damage, disrupting their death ball, as we say. And Crazy Mage is able to get the pick on the Cassidy.
Firebirds doing a fantastic job of holding him way back.
Back, and there's Pancakes using the Ant Matrix. A lot of damage being taken by the Firebirds, and there's Psychopatھ again running in, getting the picks.
Taking out the Reinhardt. Is this
the
gonna be-
Bulldogs are not able to push in anymore and are forced to retreat. Donut going back to Symmetra, it looks like. And Psychopatھ is there waiting, just waiting for the other team.
Here
And
it comes.
there's the shatter. That was smart though, setting up that teleporter in case the shatter didn't work out. But the shatter was, and they're able to buy a lot of time. There's that teleporter we were talking about, using as a last resort, a backup, a retreat.
Man, you can really see where Carthage shines here, just trying to make sure that they got that point control. They are keeping them way back. Bulldogs don't even have a chance to get on that point.
I agree. Now there's there's Zarya using that graviton, soaking up or pulling in a lot of the Bulldogs, but Lunar Synergy almost trading with the Soldier picking up Nankings, but there's Lunar Synergy able to get the high noon right away, which is I think is key because that Soldier was so far pushed up. Could have caused a lot of damage, and Nankings is pretty much already back on the point.
All right.
So Suckerbird's is almost back at the shatter, blocking the shatter, getting another shatter. Oh my gosh! Suckerbird's pulling it off. We were saying Lunar Synergy popping off last round, but now Lunar Synergy and Psychopred's just so scary. And the Firebirds winning the series tonight flawlessly on that last map. Oh my gosh. I can hear them cheering
that
from
was
here.
incredible.
I can hear them cheering.
That last round was just unbelievable. And of course, Lunar Synergy with the play of the game.
Beautiful to see. Game one up tonight. Won by the Firebirds. Very scary there. Very close. But we were able to just say, you know what? I don't want you to win this one, and made sure they regret it.
They were not going down easy in that
were
last
not.
game. You could tell they had that point control right on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Donut getting 70% of the kill participation for the Firebirds on Symmetra, 21 eliminations. Nankicks doing 82, 72 healing. 52% of the team damage taken was healed by Nankicks. That is beautiful to see. And our team captain walked in with a smile on his face, so I have a feeling he's gonna be the one we're interviewing. So this is gonna be great to see.
us a look.
Are we interviewing him? That's the question. We are interviewing.
are.
Okay. I just needed the nod. I'm like, why are you here? But we're gonna get him in. So scooch on over a little bit.
Move over a little bit more, yeah.
I don't think we're gonna.
How much further can I go?
Look at the.
I'm still in the frame. Okay, cool. All right.
How you doing, gentlemen?
Hi.
How's it going?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, long time no see.
Yeah.
Love you, bro. I gotta be louder.
Thoughts?
I love it. Fantastic. Super fun. Was it fun to listen to? Was it fun to watch?
That was really fun
It
to
was
watch.
very fun to watch. That last map, though, we definitely knew what worked for us there. It was very clear, especially on Blizzard World. Going Cassidy and Soldier, you and Lunar Synergy, just such a scary duo when it comes to DPS. And that last map, Psychopreds just being beautiful with those shatters, blocking a shatter and then getting a shatter, and your teleporter on that one point where where Psychopreds was hiding in the corner, and that teleporter was such a genius play because he was able to get that shatter and then immediately cause a lot of damage and then retreat back to the group. That was beautiful to see. What are your thoughts?
It's one of those things, right? We had a game plan. We went in, and it worked great for the first map. We're like, all right, we're chilling. We're doing great. And then it kind of fell apart. And we're like, okay, well, we don't really know what's working. We don't really know what's not working, right? And we did another game. We're like, we still don't really know what's working. We're kind of starting to figure it out, right? Like, Hollywood, we got it, right? Then we got into the next map, and it's like, we still lost, but like, you could see we were starting to figure out, like, what do we need to do differently? We took coach took a 5-minute break. He talked to us, gave us a little things. We talked to each other. We're like, all right, what's happening? What are we doing? And then we went to Blizzard World, and it's like, okay, we like, it's almost like we lost, and we have like a tendency where like we lose, and then like we shoot ourselves in the foot, and we're like, okay, we lost, we're bad, we're done. And we just started going, like, if you could hear outside, we're just going nuts. We're just screaming off the top, like we don't even care what. Like, it's not even about the game. We're just right? Just for no reason. And like everyone suddenly like, now we have the energy, now we're starting to figure things out, now we're getting built up. And once we have momentum, like we got it.
You could really see that in that last game too. I mean, especially once you guys start making the plays, keeping them like not even close to the point, but like right in there getting out of their spawn. You could see you guys had that energy, you had that, communication. You were ready to make those plays and keep them off. It was awesome to watch.
And there was a tough thing too, where like we felt like they were countering some of the things that we were doing, so we had to make a couple last minute like roster changes too, just so like we could like really keep everything going. But yeah, dude, that was fun.
It worked out, and hopefully for the game later tonight, now that we know what works, we can apply that and hopefully 3-0 Redbird Red. But you never know. You can never predict these games. 3-0 is very, very difficult to do, and the Bulldogs being just a very great opponent to play up against. So I'm excited. Going into that game though, what are your thoughts? Do you think we're gonna carry this momentum?
I really hope so. I mean, everyone's riding high right now. Like we're really doing a good job of just like we're just celebrating. We're screwing around. We're goofing off, and it's just tomfoolery out there. You guys should join.
We can hear the cheering.
Last day went down. You can hear
which is a first for me because these headsets are really good. But
yeah,
sponsored by yeah. Beautiful to see. You did great. Those ending plays though, Lunar Synergy popping off. You on Symmetra. We called it though. That dueling Symmetras on that one map on Li Zhang is just so it is such a difficult thing to do because it's just both teams falling into each other, and we were able to pull that off beautifully. The switching to Symmetra was very smart on that. Symmetra is just so powerful on Li Zhang.
Yeah, and Jordan and I were talking. We were discussing like, okay, so whoever wins that first team fight, they're usually going to hold that point the whole, if not like most of the game.
You didn't even let them touch at that point. Like you were like, you know what? We gave you 2 maps. We're gonna make sure we get this one.
Yeah, we saw the same thing in round 1. So we thought, okay, so Carthage, they know what they're doing, holding that point. It's a lesson in zone control. Are they going to be able to carry that through for those next couple, payload matches? Which unfortunately you weren't. But then you came back, you showed us who you guys are, and that was really awesome to watch that come back and see that communication kind of come back together. So you guys did great out there.
Oh yeah. So I think that's all we have for tonight. Not for tonight, for this game. In about an hour, we will be back for another match against Redbird Red, a reschedule from the NECC week 1 due to some divisional changes. So we will be playing them same map set as week 1, and we'll cover that back then or in about an hour. So thanks so much for joining us. Hopefully, thanks for letting me play too as well. Despite me, being the worst support of the 3, but
hey, let me log in. I'll play.
Take my spot.
We should have an alumni versus.
That would actually be really fun.
I'll have my people figure that out.
Yeah,
I'll have our people work that out.
Yeah, my people.
My people will talk to your people.
Yeah.
But that is all we have for right now. Be sure to follow us on all the social medias: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I'm still working on MySpace. I need to mention that. Carthage Esports. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe if you really want. And we'll see you hopefully in about an hour. Catch you later, Firebirds.
I open my eyes. Tonight I feel like waking to Tonight I feel like waking Now here we stand and hover on the edge. We're just